Hey, how's it going? And thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about outdoor cookware, what's best to bring with you camping, what's best to just leave at home. We're going to be going through several different types of pans. We've got your traditional cast iron and carbon steel, your newer stuff like titanium, and another carbon steel here that's more of a newer upgraded version for the 21st century. It's made by GOSO Cookware. It stands for Go Outside, Stay Outside. They were kind enough to send me out this set to check out. I'm going to compare and contrast the pros and cons of each of these pans. And after that, stick around because I'm also going to go through a seasoning process with one extra step that's going to make this seasoning way more robust and last way longer for you. All right, let's start with classics. Cast iron, the OG of outdoor kitchens. It's legendary for heat retention and searing power, but there's a trade-off. It's very heavy and it's slow to heat. It is pretty durable. It can last generations if you're not too rough with it. They can crack if you hit it too hard or drop it on a hard surface, or with quick temperature changes, like pouring cold water on it when it's really hot. And typically they're not very packable, so that combined with the weight, it is not ideal for backpacking. Next we have antique carbon steel pans. This one is a cold handle brand. Pros include better heat conduction, so it's going to heat up a lot faster, and it's a lot lighter weight. This is only about 1 millimeter, where the cast iron was about 3.5 millimeters. Now, one con is its better heat conduction. With how thin this pan is, you can get hot spots, especially if you're cooking over a fire. And the seasoning is going to be harder to maintain because it's just going to want to burn up. Oftentimes these pans don't have a flat bottom due to its thin gauge of steel. It will get overheated and warp, or it can get dented easier. Additionally, it is not very packable, although it is much lighter weight. On to titanium pans. The beloved choice of ultralight hikers, titanium is super light and won't rust, but it has its quirks. We'll start with the pros. It's extremely light, it's rust proof, easy to clean, and as you can see, you can even season them. On to the cons. This is even thinner than the antique carbon steel. This is only about 0.5 millimeter thick, which can make cooking quite difficult as it can create hot spots from poor heat distribution and food sticking and burning to the pan. Again, with its thin construction, the seasoning is hard to maintain as it does tend to burn up. Alright, last but not least, we have the GOSO Cookware. This brand is gaining traction for its smart blend of ergonomic design, durability, and packability. It's made from 14 gauge carbon steel and it's optimized for camping and open fire cooking. They're not as thick as the cast iron, so they're going to heat up a little quicker, but they're also not as thin as the other pans, so that you're going to have better heat distribution. Searing and browning your food will not be a problem with these pans. First and foremost, we have a removable handle made from lightweight aluminum. That way you can toss your pan in the fire, remove the handle, and not even worry about burnt hands. The pans also feature a flared edge to make pouring easier. With its removable handle and nestable design, it is extremely packable. These are extremely durable pans. They shouldn't easily crack, dent, or warp due to accidental damage or thermal shock. And they come with a lifetime warranty. Okay, I can only come up with like one con, and it's pretty case dependent. It's the fact that they're not ultra light. For those who need it and absolutely have to have it, then these pans aren't going to work for you. But if that is not a deal breaker, the fact that they're not ultralight works to their advantage for all the aforementioned reasons.
Alright, let's talk about the seasoning process, and on my next camping trip I'll show these pans in action making some delicious food and how to clean and maintain them. The pans come with very good seasoning instructions, and you can also purchase some of their seasoning grease. I'm going to save that and put it in my trailer for maintaining the seasoning when camping. I like to use grapeseed oil, and there are a couple extra steps that I have included that will help the longevity of your seasoning. At first I treated the GOSO pans like I do normal cast iron. Thoroughly clean your pans before seasoning. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And while that is heating up, also preheat your pans on the stove top. Not too hot, this step doesn't take long. This helps expand the steel and thins the oil so it makes good contact across the whole surface. It also makes it easier to wipe off the excess oil. You want to almost wipe the pans dry. Too much oil and you can end up with sticky seasoning. Coat the entire pan, this will prevent corrosion. Once wiped down, put them in the oven upside down to prevent excess oil from pooling. Bake the pans for 1 hour. You will want to repeat this process at least 3 times, but more is better. As you can see here, the seasoning isn't very dark, more amber in color, and I did way more than 3 cycles. This is because the metal is too clean and smooth. With use, the seasoning will improve, but it could be more delicate. As you see here, the seasoning is already damaged. So I strip it back down to the bare metal by boiling diluted vinegar, about 1:1 ratio, in the pans for about 10 minutes and scrubbing with Barkeeper's Friend. Now that we are back to bare metal, rinse thoroughly, and then we are going to boil it in diluted vinegar again, this time for 30 minutes. If your pans are new and unseasoned, you can skip the first boiling step and move on to the 30-minute boiling. This is going to etch the steel for better adhesion, while at the same time it is going to create a black oxide coating. This coating helps by providing a porous, rust-resistant base that grips oil better than bare metal. It acts as a primer, preventing seasoning from flaking off and allowing a dark, durable patina to form faster. After 30 minutes, rinse with hot water and dry. Do not wash after this step. From here, you follow the normal seasoning instructions, and as you can see, it looks like it already has years of use and seasoning.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. As long as you're not going ultralight, these are definitely a great set of pans for outdoor cooking or even indoor cooking. One extra thing I wanted to mention, maybe GOSO will offer something like this in the future, but I don't see anything now. And this is just a great wax canvas bag that will hold these pans and keep them clean when they're in travel, when they're not in use. It fits perfectly, fits the handle, and it keeps everything together. I'll put a link down below in the description if you want to pick one of those up. They weren't expensive, or it wasn't expensive. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.
No! No, 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 no!